so now that we're all back from lunch, we're going to go ahead and go over the questions that hopefully you guys wrote down. Grady, can you do me a favor, go on that black hat? That's where they got all the questions in. Just bring me the hat. Sure. All right, so the first question, when we go through the questions, a lot of you guys are experienced, some of you are not, so please be respectful. Don't laugh or giggle or anything like that when we go over the questions. This one here is, what is the proper way to make a fist? Are the first two knuckles truth or myth? All right, it's fair enough. You know, I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to that. I've always felt that the first two knuckles is not really necessary, okay? What is necessary is to have the strongest structure, skeletal structure, that your hand can make. And the way you can mimic that, basically, is when you do push-ups on your fists, okay? So, what I'll do, real quick, show you guys. Let me get my baton also. Alright, so the one myth is the first two knuckles. Another thing I've seen some instructors do is they'll take someone's hand and put, and normally in class there's a ruler, but this is all I've got, and they'll say that the top of your fist should be in line with the top of your forearm. Okay? I don't believe that. I don't think that's the strongest way to make a fist. Okay? Looks good. Maybe it works for punching boards, but I'm not a board puncher. Okay? What I think is if you bring your knuckles up a little bit, and I hope you guys can all see this, and then you just worry about the center area of your fist. Okay? So what I'm going to do is when I'm doing push-ups on my fist, I don't know if my assistant's going to be able to get this on the camera or not, but when I'm doing knuckle push-ups, okay, and I'm popping up off the ground, either like this or like this, okay, I have to stop and look at the structure of my hand, okay? For all you guys over here, this is the strongest portion of my anatomy when it comes to punching, okay? So, I look at where all the dirt is on my knuckles, and most of the dirt is on the center part of my fist, and the structure of my hand is actually has my knuckles a tad bit above the wrist, meeting the forearm about halfway. So play with that, see what's strongest for you. I'm not trying to be disagreeable towards anyone's discipline or instructor or anything like that. On the fist thing, Grady, can I borrow you for a second? And I'm going to have to angle him so I can get some of this in the camera without getting you guys in the camera. Come over here. All right, so when I'm punching, the one thing I want to just realize is how big is the person that I'm working with or who my subject is, and then how big am I, bigger, smaller, that kind of thing, right? If I'm punching low in regards to myself, okay, I'm going to want to use an over type of punch, all right? So in typical martial arts, they'll call it the forward thrusting punch or something like that, right? If I'm punching towards the groin, I want to do that, especially if I'm wrapped up here, okay, and I've done one shot here, and I come up, I'll use something and turn my hand over, okay? Hope that makes sense. I'm not trying to put my rear end in the camera, but I'll punch down like this. If I'm punching straight in relation to me, so I'm not talking about groin, chest, face, so much when I'm talking about, or to the person, I'm looking at myself. I'm punching lower than my shoulder, I'm going to roll my hand this way. If I'm punching right here, I'm going to use a vertical punch, okay, or a straight fist. If I'm punching high, if I have a real big guy like some of my other instructors, it's more of an uppercut. Okay, so I'm not going to be. This is kind of. I see this in a lot of martial art classes, right? They'll go low, middle, and high. Whereas if I was doing that, I'd be like turning it over, straight, and then up in the chin. It's more of an uppercut. So, thank you, sir. So, in relation to the fist question, I hope that helps.